YouTubers, and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter the Master of Puppets. And today we're going to be reviewing a beer from Beer here. This beer was given to me from Skovdal and Andersen when he was up here in Skovdal for the release of his beer Farley Wine in bottles and the IPA Executioner. But this is not a new beer he gave me here. It's one I've been wanting to try from Beer here for so long. It's one of his test or experimental brews when he started Beer here, and which he actually brewed himself, and he didn't have contract brewed at a brewery like Skovdal Sport Cruise. And it's a sour ale, so that's going to be interesting. It's like the Flemish style sour ales. It's the beer here, Kriekselikroxen. As you see, the label is pretty old and musty looking, but because it's been out in his mom's shed in Copenhagen, where he's had it stored. But kindly enough, he brought me a beer, brought me a bottle, because you can't buy this commercially anymore. So thanks a lot, Christian. It's as I said, it's a kind of like a Flemish sour ale on 11% alcohol. So pretty fortunate that it's in such a small bottle. Now, the thing about this beer is that Christian went to Belgium. And of course, when you're in Belgium, you go to the Belgian beer bars, and he tried sour ales there and found them quite interesting. Now, this beer was essentially first a Belgian strong dark ale, which he then added lacto acid bacteria to make it sour, and then it was aged in red wine casks with sour cherries, Danish red wine casks, by the way. So that's really, really interesting. And the name Kriekselikroxen, funnily enough, is actually a little tribute to a Smurf comic called the Smurferne og Kriekselikroxen in Danish. It's called the Smurfs and the Howly Bird in English. But yeah, I'm really interested in trying this beer because you can't get it, and because have been so interested in sour ale. So let's get it cracked open and see what it's about. Still got carbonation. I can even see. Wow, it smells a lot like cherry. There's even sediment on the top of the bottle here. We're using my chapeau glass because I haven't used it in a while, and I think it would fit this beer fine. So let's get poured. So there it is. Well, that definitely looks like a Flemish style sour ale. It's got that brownish color, like a dark brown oat brun, as it's also called. With a reddish hue, which is probably from the cherries, and then a nice pinky, not even a pinky, a small, bubbly, off-white kind of head. But I can smell the sourness already, and it smells quite nice. So let's check out the aroma on this. It smells quite nice, actually. Wow, it's very vinous. I get a lot of red wine notes from the red wine casks, and a lot of cherry, and it's a sharp, sweet kind of cherry aroma. But there's definitely also some of that acidic tart notes, brown sugar, vinegary notes. It smells pretty authentic, even though it's a soured Belgian strong dark ale, not a brown ale. And the oakiness too. But like a balsamic vinegar in there. You know, it reminds me a little bit of like a nutty. There's like a nutty note in there, like almonds or something like that. It smells really nice, so let's give it a taste. Cheers, guys. Well, it's pretty still holding up in the carbonation and all. The tartness is definitely faded. It's still tart, but not nearly as tart as like a Rodenbach. And one thing I like though is actually the oakiness. It's lingering a lot. It's quite vinous. The body on it is a light For an 11% beer, it's like a medium body. It's got a quite dry mouthfeel, but a thing that impresses me, you do not taste alcohol in here at all. It tastes like a 5% beer or something. But it is on 11%, and I guess it's the sourness that really hides that. It doesn't even feel warming. This is a beer that could get you in trouble, but luckily it's in small bottles. But that's the problem, you can't really find it anymore. Well, you might be able to find it some places, I'm not sure, but who knows. Because I couldn't find it here in my region of Denmark. But yeah, the flavors in there, the initial flavor is that red wine kind of flavor. Yeah, it's very vinous. It's got the initial flavor that has the red wine, the oakiness, and then comes the sour, the tartness, the tart cherry flavor. The balsamic vinegar is more in the aroma than the taste, but it's definitely also in the taste. And then the oakiness here, yeah. The nutty kind of almond, almost marzipan, was more in the aroma. It isn't really that much in the taste. Also get a little bit of that sugary, brown sugary flavor. It's fairly complex, but not as complex as, say, like the Rodenbach Vintage, which is probably the best oat Brewed I've ever had. Just amazing stuff. This is not really close to that, but it's still pretty good. It's still holding up, so if you got a bottle, I'd say crack it now. Because it's still got a lot of flavor and all, and I don't think you need to age it more, really. Because the flavor of alcohol is not there at all, and it's still quite smooth, and you still get the sourness still. The sourness hasn't faded that much, actually, or completely. Well, I don't really know, to be honest, because I haven't had a fresh bottle. But it's nice tasting. Rating-wise, I'm going to give it an 83. It's a really nice sour ale. You can't taste the 11% at all. Actually, I think this would be a good beginner sour, because it isn't that tart, at least the aged version. You only get the aged version now, but it's not that tart. And especially if you like wine, I think you'll like this. Like red wines, because it's very vinous. Almost like a... Yeah, like it tastes a lot like a red wine. But yeah, definitely worth picking up if you can find it. So yeah, that's it for this beer review, guys. Thanks a lot to Kriekselikroxen for sending this beer, or giving me this beer in person, actually. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate trying it. So yeah, that's it, guys. At 83. Remember to check out, for the Kriekselikroxen. Remember to check out my Facebook fan page, Twitter, all that stuff, guys. And I'm gonna say cheers. And I'm gonna see you in another beer review.